Star Wars fans, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show starts tomorrow. We've been waiting 17 years to see the return of these characters, and we're getting it tomorrow. So here are my crazy predictions for the first 2 episodes of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. What's up, guys? Mike, a guy who loves Star Wars here. So today we're predicting the first 2 episodes of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. It is tomorrow. By that I mean, could be at midnight for you, could be at 3 a.m. like it is for me, but it is coming out tomorrow. This is wild, and it's just now hitting me that this show comes out tomorrow. So let's go into what episode 1 could possibly look like. So I'm going to give you a spoiler warning right now, even though I don't know what happens in the show at all. If I do get it right or whatever, and you want to blame me for ruining it for you, go ahead. But I'm warning you right now that there could be spoilers. If I predict it correctly, is that a spoiler to you? You can take it however you want. If you don't want spoilers and you don't want predictions, whatever, leave. If you do, stay, because it's going to get wild. So the rumor has been for a while now that episode 1 is going to start with an Order 66 flashback. This means Anakin Skywalker, who has recently just become Darth Vader, killing a bunch of younglings, killing a bunch of Jedi Masters with the 501st at his back in the Jedi Temple. Now, could we possibly maybe even see Grogu in the background, or maybe even see him and how he escapes the Jedi Temple? Who knows? Everybody knows Grogu's a fan favorite, so maybe we'll see him just for a glimpse at the beginning of this show. It won't take away from Obi-Wan, it won't take away from Darth Vader, it won't take away from any of it if it's just like in the background you see Grogu scuttle across the floor. Like, it would be awesome. Although Anakin killing a bunch of younglings and all Jedi Masters and all this stuff is going to be cool, I don't think that's the reason we're seeing an Order 66 flashback. It's not just to be cool. It's because it's going to be the introduction of the Reva character. Now, a lot of people have been calling her Reva, and myself included, but it is pronounced Reva. We've found that out when Moses Ingram, who is playing Reva, was doing the press tour with Ewan and Hayden, and she said her character's name. It's Reva, not Reva, So pretty much we've all just been getting it wrong this whole entire time. But I think this Order 66 flashback is going to be the decision that Reva has to make to join the dark side, to become an Inquisitor, to save her own life. I also think the Order 66 flashback is going to have to do with the Jedi character named Nari that is rumored to be in the show. I don't think he's going to last all that long. I think he is going to die in episode 1, but I think it's going to be an introduction to Reva and Nari in this Order 66 flashback. So then we're going to cut to Obi-Wan chilling on Tatooine, and stuff's going to get heated real quick. You're probably going to get that scene between him and Uncle Owen talking about Luke maybe even showing signs of the Force, in that argument where he says, he must be trained, and he's like you trained his father? Boom, roasted. That's probably going to happen in episode 1, early in episode 1. I think soon after this, the Inquisitors are going to show up. A lot of these scenes from the trailer that we got are going to happen in the first and second episode. They're not going to show you what's going on in the later episodes in a trailer. So I think all these scenes of Tatooine, where you see the guy hanging, you see the Inquisitors showing up on Tatooine, you see Obi-Wan just chilling on Tatooine, all that's going to happen in episode 1. So the Inquisitors are going to show up, and they're going to be chasing this Nari character to Tatooine. And it's not going to end well for this Nari character. I think this Nari character might just be introduced and killed all within the same 10-15 minutes. He's probably going to get killed on Tatooine in front of all the people in Tatooine, and one of them being Uncle Owen, and he's going to go to Obi-Wan and be like, you gotta get out of here. I think Obi-Wan's going to leave the planet to protect Luke. He's not leaving to go on a mission or anything. He's leaving to protect Luke. So he's leaving to draw the Inquisitors off the planet. And that's when he ends up on this new planet that we've seen in the trailers, where he's getting chased by bounty hunters and, of course, Reva. He's most likely going to be spotted on this planet, and that's why Reva knows where he is, and that's why the warrant is out on his head, and all the bounty hunters are chasing him. Needless to say, you're going to get a ton of action in this show. It's going to start right away with an Order 66 flashback and a lot of fight scenes between Obi-Wan and bounties chasing him, and Obi-Wan and Reva. Maybe even in the first episode, lightsaber on lightsaber, Obi-Wan versus Reva. Episode 1 is going to end with Bail Organa showing up at the end wherever Obi-Wan is and saying, I need your help. They've got Leia. A young Leia, just like we saw a young Luke at the beginning of the episode, and Obi-Wan is going to have to go save her in the second episode. So the second episode is going to open with them plotting up some plan, maybe even another flashback of hopefully a Clone Wars flashback. Well, I'm sure we'll get a Clone Wars flashback at some point in the show with Hayden Christensen as Anakin and Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan in their Clone Wars outfits. in a flashback. That would just be legendary, and I can't wait for it. But maybe it'll even happen in the second episode. So they'll be plotting up some plan to save Leia. Maybe she's in the Inquisitor's base and they have to break into that like you do in Jedi Fallen Order, or she's in some other spot where they have to go break in and save her. So I think the majority of episode 2 is going to be all about saving Leia, and then at the very end, the Inquisitors are like, Obi-Wan's too good, we can't beat him, and maybe they'll call Darth Vader, and they'll be like, Lord Vader. And the second ending will, of course, as I predicted, be Darth Vader in a bacta tank, opens his eyes, it's Hayden Christensen, all burnt alive in a bacta tank, as Darth Vader opens his eyes, and that's it. It'll cut to black. You've seen Darth Vader himself, Hayden Christensen, back as Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, in a bacta tank, burnt alive. That's how the episode 2 is going to end, and it's going to go right into episode 3, where I think you will see the first showdown between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader in episode 3, but not episode 2 or episode 1. And this is my predictions for episode 1 and 2. So I think it's going to end with us finally seeing Vader, but you're not going to see him at all in episode 1 or 2, but you will see a younger Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader killing a bunch of younglings and Jedi Masters in the opening scene in Order 66 of episode 1. So my prediction for the length of the episodes, I think episode 1 is definitely going to be over 45 minutes, and I think episode 2 is definitely going to be over 45 minutes. I think episode 1 is going to be on the longer side, just because they didn't plan on releasing the 2 at the same time, at least we don't think. From before, we thought the first 2 episodes were coming out at separate times, so I think episode 1 is going to be longer. They usually do that where it's like, get you hyped, this one's an hour and 10 minutes, and then the next one's probably only going to be 40, 50 minutes. Either way, we're getting almost probably over 2 hours of Kenobi this Friday, so it's going to be insane. I'm going to break it all down for you right here, break down all the Easter eggs, and of course we have Star Wars Celebration coming this weekend starting today until Sunday. So all the crazy news for Star Wars is coming in the next 4 days, and 2 episodes of Kenobi. So it's an amazing time to be a Star Wars fan. Tell me in the comments below what you think is going to happen in the first 2 episodes of the Obi-Wan Kenobi show that come out tomorrow. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow. It's a 2-syllable word, the greatest word you've ever heard in your life, because Obi-Wan Kenobi show starts tomorrow. Smash like if you like this video, hit subscribe, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I post a video, and my pretty face will show up in that recommended feed of yours. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show starts tomorrow. Have I said that yet? But I'm going to be breaking down all of it. Of course, celebrations this weekend. I'm going to be breaking down all the announcements, so don't forget to hit subscribe and that bell so you get notified every time I post a video. And may the Force be with you. Always.